come on, we should leave now. Pawan, they're waiting for us.
Madhu, why could you carry on? I'll join you in a while.
But you told the elders that we'd be there in a few minutes. That was an hour back.
Hey, Baba, I said I'll be there once I go through the plans. I haven't gone through them. I can't go unprepared.
What do we do then?
So you carry on now. I'll join you. Baba, aschi ami. Chalo.
Oh, I'm sorry. You okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Madhulika?
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Yes.
I don't seem to remember. You don't look like you're from the press.
Press. You know, I've been called a lot of names in my times, but that's gotta be the worst.
So you are?
Ashok Mathur. I was here to meet Pawan Sarkar.
Mathur. Mathur, I don't think we've met before.
Yes, we have. But don't worry about it. We'll come back to you in time. Is Pawan in?
Pawan, there's someone here to see you.
Pawan. Ashok Mathur, how are you?
Fine.
Well, I know we haven't met before, but I do believe we have a fair number of friends in common.
Yes, I believe so too. Key to back on the journey. They'll be waiting there. Huh? I'll come.
She was a beautiful child. Who would have thought she would grow so much more beautiful in time?
You know Madhulika?
Yes, we've met briefly. My grandfather once fought election from this constituency.
Really? But when was this?
Oh, it was a long time back. You and I were probably still in our chutneys. Well, actually, not that far long back. We must have been teenagers. I remember I had accompanied him to visit his constituency, and we had stopped by your Haveli and had the pleasure of meeting your grandfather as well. Fine man. And it's there that I met your wife-to-be.
It's amazing that you and I didn't meet. I mean, I've lived here right up to the time I joined MII. Of course, I used to go for my summer holidays to Delhi.
Well, probably you were visiting Delhi, my home city, and here I was, sitting at your home. Sort of an unplanned swap, right?
So what brings you to Dakshineshwar this time, Ashok?
Well, some old memories, good memories, and some sweet sentiments.
I've heard about your propensity to think and speak in riddles.
You see, Pawan, life is too simple. I like to make it a little more complicated, you know, stir things up, add a little masala, and make it a little more interesting.
So, what do you plan to stir up in our little town?
The hornet's nest, you mean? No, actually, I've been keeping in touch with the good work you've been doing here, and I must confess, it's almost impossible to discuss politics in West Bengal and not mention your name.
That's odd. I'm not in politics.
Yes, you are. In fact, you are the most politically active person in West Bengal.
No. No, you have me mixed with someone else.
No, Pawan. Think about it. Everything you do here, whether it's mobilizing the local to rebuild, restructure Dakshineshwar, laying foundation for hospitals, trying to fight for women's right, trying to provide free education, everything, isn't that politics? I mean, I agree, it's not in the dirty sense of the word that a common man understands, but in the true grassroots sense. You use people's power to help people. Isn't that the essence of politics? In my humble opinion, of course. I'm sorry, have I offended you?
No, on the contrary. You're right. This is a political movement in Dakshineshwar, but it's not for...
Political ends? Just for human ends?
Precisely. That's what I was going to say.
See, Pawan, I'm such a big fan of your work.
So, what does all this have to do with you, Ashok?
Well, let's face it, all the politicians you met so far, even the ones who've helped you, have done this because they're after their own ulterior motive.
Well, isn't everybody?
Of course. But these people, Pawan, are extremely greedy. Because you offer them an election-winning proposition on a silver platter. And because they're from this state, they have to manage the balance of power. And that's where the trade-offs and the compromises start. They win the elections and they move on to bigger things, state politics. And they don't even have time for you. Not even for Dokaneshwar.
Well, that's a chance I have to take.
No, you don't.
What option do I have?
Pawan, what you need is a person who's genuinely concerned about your cause, who's not in this to further his political career, who cares about the causes you fight for, a person who has high-level contacts and can use his vast experience in politics to help you. I mean, someone like me.
But you're a politician too, Ashok. You're just like the rest of them.
I was, Pawan. I was a politician. Now I'm just a normal guy who has a lot of time and knowledge on hand. And I want to use this time and knowledge to help you in your work. Use me, Pawan. Use me as a tool to rebuild Dokaneshwar.
So basically all he wants to do is work with us.
That's garbage.
Madhu?
I'm sorry to use such language, but that's what I think of Mr. Ashok Mathur's great philanthropic change of heart. Pawan, it took me a while to remember, but once I did, it all came flooding back. This man is nothing but a power-hungry, manipulative politician who wants to do nothing more than to further his own career. And now he wants to use your fame to ride piggyback through the elections. Don't you see that?
No, because he's not standing for elections.
And you believe that?
Dakko, look at the evidence. The CBI has filed an FIR against him. His party has suspended his membership. His grandfather has disowned him. His political career is finished, Baba. He will never stand for another Delhi election in his whole life. And it's not my opinion. It's common knowledge.
All right, so he's a washed-up politician. But why should you help him?
I am not helping him. He is helping himself.
And what does that mean?
It means that he has been dragged through the mud of his own past follies and is trying to cleanse himself. Is that a bad thing? Do you remember how we felt when we came back from the forest? We felt like we were starting afresh, no? We felt like we had metamorphosed. That's what this man is trying to do. He thinks he has changed and it's for the better.
I don't know. He still gives me the creeps somehow.
Madhu, here in Dokaneshwar, don't we use condemned murderers from prison to help build the grain storehouses, to help build the artist colony? Don't we use rehabilitated alcoholics, psychotic patients with a history of violence to weave baskets and rugs? Then why can't we be willing to help a crooked politician change his ways? If he's willing to turn over a new leaf, why can't we help this man?
The question is, how willing is he? And how new is the leaf?
Look, my instincts tell me that Ashok Mathur is sincere. When I spoke to him, yes, he was pompous and mannered at first. A little later, he became gentler. His personality began to soften. And at the end of it, he was crying like a baby, Madhu.
That could simply be good acting.
I don't think so. I think Ashok Mathur is ready to start anew. And this is what Dokaneshwar is all about. It's a place for new beginnings.
Well, I don't want to argue about this anymore, but my instincts still tell me to watch out for him.
Okay, you go ahead and do that. But I'm taking him in. He's going to be living in the village and working alongside us. So please, at least be polite to him.
All right. We'll see who's right about Ashok Mathur. I don't know why, but I still get the feeling that we're letting a serpent into our Garden of Eden.
Listen, not only will I clear the backlog on my credit cards, I will also pay back the overdraft. Why? Are you not good at guessing? Okay, fine, then let me tell you. Because I'm shifting my business to another bank, you dumbass. Hold on.
अरे पृथ्वी बेटे I'm हाँ
What do you mean I can't talk to you that way? I can talk to you any damn way I like. When I had financial trouble, you guys didn't give a shit about me. You used to break my door down every day trying to get your money back from me, calling for your loans back, suspending my credit cards. And now suddenly there's money running through the accounts and you're all in love with me all over again. Well, you know what you can do with your client servicing. You can stuff it.
talking to your bank wallahs.
These guys gave Shama and me a really hard time over the last couple of months when we had financial trouble. Now suddenly they're calling me and asking me if I would like to expand my credit line. Can you beat that? Expand my credit line.
अरे बेटे यही तो बिजनेस है जो है राजा वो बजाएगा बैंक का बाजा.
इस बैंक का बाजा मैंने अच्छी तरह से बजा कर रख दिया है.
Now you're using your bheja like a real रहेगा. बेटे now that you're a successful businessman there are 2 tips I want to give you. Take it or leave it.
What?
First, only borrow money when you're doing a big, risky project or when you feel that you cannot raise the funds yourself.
2?
Don't indulge in pornography. They are both different sorts of borrowed pleasure.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, Bede, I'm really happy for you. Enjoy your party tonight. Have a nice time.
Why? Aren't you coming?
Me? No, I'm becoming a bit religious nowadays.
You, religious?
Bhakti ras Devi puja karta hu bhai.
Do I know this Devi?
Stay away from her. I will tell Shama otherwise. Okay, best of luck.
Yeah.
Have one drink on me.
I'll do that. It's a promise.
Cheers.
Whew. Let's party! Hey, why are you dancing?
Hi.
Come on, come on.
Hey, it's okay.
Come on, it's a party. Let's have a party. Hey, good job on it, Alex. Whoa, look at that! How are you doing, big man? Say much I love you. We love you too, kids. Nah, I just love my checkbook.
You know what they say, Prithvi? Clothes make the money, and you seem to be dressed in checks today.
That's why I looking so sexy. Stole my line. Come on, let me get you a drink.
Hi, Pasha. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, managing the music. For once, they're not dancing to my tune. Isn't that nice? Well, they're not fighting for once. That is a relief. Yeah, well, actually, she's the one who causes all the misunderstanding. Speaking of her, where is she? Well, you know her. Always late for the shift.
What's a lovely lady like you doing without a partner?
I'm no lady. I'm your lady.
This is only yours. Come on, come here. Whoa! Woo!
Are you still mad at me? She certainly was. I think she just hates my guts. Most people tend to react to me that way anyway.
Well, I wonder why.
Maybe they are jealous. I'm young, talented, intelligent, great looking. They can't take it. Especially older women.
Excuse me.
I tend to get a lot of that reaction too. I've always wondered what Akash sees in you.
Really? Well, you wouldn't understand. It's this crazy little thing called love. So now, my Don Juan DeMarco, how about a little romance?
Ayush is asleep in the bedroom.
So,
Well, he's all alone. There's nobody else in the house.
don't be silly, Akash. Anil is here babysitting him. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to go to Prithvi's party.
Anil was supposed to be here, but he's not here. This is what I keep telling you. I mean, that man may be my father, but I can't trust him an inch. I've had it.
Shh. He's not here. But where could he go in the middle of the night?
But he's gone out with some friend drinking.
Akash, don't be silly. I mean, maybe something terribly unexpected came up. Maybe some sort of emergency.
I don't care. He can't just leave Ayush at home alone like this.
You're right. You're right. He should have called us at the party. We would have come
He's
home.
with some friends drinking. I bet he's out there right now guzzling down the booze.
You don't know that.
You know the money we took out of the bank this morning?
Yeah.
Well, it's all gone. And I can bet you by the time he comes back and sleeps off his hangover, he'll have spent it all.
Took the money?
Well, obviously. I told you in the beginning you can't trust this man. I shouldn't have listened to you and let him stay here. And if he's shameless enough to come back after tonight, I'm just going to throw him out. And if you are feeling so sorry for him, then you can go with him too.
Mr. Prithvi, now that your serial has become so successful, what are you planning to do to ensure that it remains successful?
Nothing. I will ensure that nobody does a thing to it because once we know what the viewers want, then we keep giving them more of the same.
But isn't that the reason why almost all the serials on air look exactly the same?
But if that's what the people want, that's what they're going to get.
Mr. Prithvi? Yeah. Mine. Thank
But
you.
isn't it actually Akash Bhandarkar's script and direction, coupled with Tanya Ahuja's acting, that have made your serial such a success?
I'd like to think that I have made Akash and Tanya.
But Akash was a successful playwright even before this serial.
I like to take full credit for my success. If it wasn't for me, Akash's script would have been lying in a drawer collecting dust someplace. And Tanya would still be doing bit roles in afternoon soaps. I found them, put them together, and I made them a success.
What are your next plans?
I am setting up an entertainment conglomerate, a multimedia group of companies that will produce software for every industry. Music, television programming, feature films, even direct-to-video software, and magazines, books, video games, and in time, CD-ROMs and internet entertainment software.
Aren't you getting a bit too ambitious?
I'm a Raheja. I can't be too ambitious.
But in your past interviews, you have said that you have cut off all connection with your family and business.
I'm still a Raheja. We always think big.
Is it true that you had some problems with Akash, despite the fact that you and he are old friends? Didn't you and Akash have a big fight over casting Tanya in the lead role of your serial?
Akash and I are both creative people. We've had our share of differences. We've sorted them out.
So you will continue to work with him in the future also? Mr. Prithvi, will you continue to work with Akash in the future also?
With this serial such a big success, I can work with any director I please and pay him his fee. But I think I will still stick with Akash. If not for anything else, just for old time's sake.
कमाल है कलयुग में दरवाजा खुला छोड़ के गायब है अपना हीरो अरे कोई है
Oh, hi. I'll be with you in a minute. Just set up your camera and lights.
ए चरिया what camera what lights huh come out
Dad, I wasn't expecting you. I'm expecting a television crew. I'm doing interviews all day.
I read about your wild party in the papers
Anyway, I'm expecting a crew. What do you want to talk about?
I was having a chat with Piyush in the morning. He's very happy about your success.
Well, excuse me if I don't want to believe that.
See, I came to talk to you about one thing. Now that the Raheja mansion is ready, I want you to shift with your family over there. Let us live under one chat.
A family reunion. What's the occasion?
Chiriyat, there need not be an occasion for everything. Can't I wish that my family should live with me together again?
Dad, you know you're asking for the impossible.
But why? Your serial is successful. Ask Shama to come back from Hong Kong. Natasha, you and Shama can shift over there. Maybe in due course we will have another small Raheja. Huh?
Well, I can't speak for Shama, but my answer is no.
What's your problem?
I don't want to talk about this now, Dad. God, we've been through this before, so often. The crew is gonna be here any minute. I don't want them to see us arguing about our own personal problems.
What personal problems? I don't see any personal problems.
Come on, Dad, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I can see that you're making TV serials.
You know this is not about making cereals. This is not even about business. This is about me. I'm trying to make it on my own, can't you see? I just want something I can claim as my own achievement. If I work within the family, I can't do that because the family's too big. I mean, come on, you can understand that. You came from Karachi. You set up your own business, making buildings, your own future, your own family. Can't you see? I want to do the same thing. I want to set up my own future. It's as simple as that.
I can see one thing. It's not in my kismet to live with my son and my grandchild.
Not at Raheja Mansion. But if you still want to live with your family, we can work something out.
How?
Come here, live with me instead of Piyush.
One mouthful of sky. So let's make a start and give me your hand. Divided we fall, together we stand. Earth, wind, and rain, and fire. Wealth, power, blood, desire. One goal to live for before we die. One taste